Santa's got a twinkle in his eye. Reindeer zooming through the frosty sky. Gifts are piling up so high.
Hello everyone, I'm Michelle. Thank you for joining me today on my channel. I am working on my first layout using the limited edition kit for December. So this kit is gorgeous, as they always are. The main collection is Simple Stories Vintage Believe, but there are other elements as well from 49 and Market, from Wrapped in Ribbons from American Crafts and Vicky Booten. And then there are some pattern paper from Memory Place. So check out my unboxing video that is on my channel as well, so you can see all the pretty bits and pieces that come with the kit. And yeah, I am going to document. This is our Christmas tree from last year. And every year it feels like I'm doing less and less. And I don't know if it's because our daughter doesn't live at home anymore. You can see I still have, well, you probably can't see, but these are New Orleans pictures back here. I didn't even take those down. And this might be we might be getting close to the last year of these Christmas decorations. I really do want to shake things up a little bit. So this might be the year. So I'm going to document our tree. I'm going to use this piece from the Vintage Believe collection. I really like the green notebook. The back is this poinsettia, which is really pretty as well. But there's other similar papers in the kit, so I don't mind missing on that. And I'm going to use one of the 2 cut files that come in the kit this month. And so depending on if you are limited edition kit, I believe you get the Happy Holidays. If you do the main and maybe creative kit, you get the tree. But in either case, they are available to you on the website. If you are a member, you can just download whichever one you want. And so I'm going to use the Christmas tree this time, and I thought I would back it with one of these poinsettia papers. There's a couple in here. This is the smaller scale, and then this is the larger scale. Now they both have their pluses and minuses. This large scale one matches the scale in the corners there, but then of course the smaller scale, you see a bit more of the poinsettias in the design. So not sure which one I'm going to use yet. And then I thought I made this really big. When it comes to Christmas trees, I think it's fun to make cuts in them and kind of layer them and stack them. And so it's actually going to look smaller on my page. And you'll see what I mean as I go through that design, through that portion of the video. And then I might, the Wrapped in Ribbons, you get these foam thickers, and there's just so many great title options here. So it's Christmas time, would be really cute, the night before Christmas. So I haven't decided, but I'm definitely going to use something from this thicker sheet. So let's see what we come up with. And yeah, thanks for joining me. Grab some coffee and let's get to it. All right, so first decision is made pretty quickly, which is to use the larger scale poinsettia paper to back my tree. It just feels like it gives you more focal points with the larger flowers and a little bit more depth. And so I go ahead and cut that out on my Cricut, and I also cut out a back for it. I decide that might be easier than trying to use the white as an outline. So I just remove all contours and cut it out in white. I'm also going to remove that star because I'm going to do something different from my tree topper. And I do want to go ahead and this as I mentioned in my introduction. So I'm going to cut it and kind of stack it to give it a little bit more depth. So this layout does take some twists and turns compared to my introduction. I make quite a few changes. And so there's a couple of weeks in between, and I don't know if my thought process changed or what exactly it was, but you'll see. So here is my stacked tree. I haven't adhered it together yet. I'm looking at it, and it just feels like there is a lot of green between the tree and the background. So I'm going to noodle on it a little bit. But first of all, I'm going to go ahead and adhere my tree together, and I'm going to back my photo in white there. That must be what I'm doing off the camera now. And I decided I'm going to adhere my tree together. Before I do, I'm just going to use this white daisy stamp pad in my stash. This is a close to my heart stamp pad, and I'm going to run it along the edges that are going to show, and then I am going to emboss that in white, just so that it kind of has a swooshy kind of garland look on the outside. So that is what I'm working on here. And I'll tell you, like, I am doing a voiceover for this. Today is December 9th, so it's quite a bit after I did my layout, and I still don't have my Christmas decorations up. I don't know if I'm having a ball humbug year. I need to get it together because we're having Christmas Eve here, and um, we'll have, 2 or 3 dozen people here, and so I need to get to it. But I also had knee surgery just a few days ago. So um, need to give myself some healing time too. Just so December is crazy this year. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this tree together. And so it turns out really cute. I really like the results. And here it is on that green paper. And this is where I go rogue a bit. I decide I don't want like all the green, so I am going to use this kind of mocha chocolatey paper with all these great ornaments up in that right corner instead of the green ledger paper. And so I have this stencil. This is from a Tim Holtz holiday stencil pack. And so I'm going to use that just to add a little bit of lightness around my tree and my clusters. And I am using, let me grab it. I am using Ranger texture paste in the metallic white for that. And so I'm going to let that dry. I also put it on some of my um, Christmas ornaments there. And now I apologize, the angle, for some reason, my camera went into um, portrait rather than landscape. And so this is just in here for a couple seconds just to show you that I do ink the edges with vintage photo. And so now we're back to the right size. I have trimmed down my paper so that I can have a white border around it. And we're getting close to having the background done. I do some white splatters as well. I might have already done that. And so here is what I am looking at so far. So I have my tree. I do have a couple word strips on there, and those don't make it to the end. And I can talk about why a little bit later when we get to that part. But I do want to use this kind of star flower looking element from the 49 and Market Evergreen embellishment pieces, and I think I have a gold star, a gold circle on there, and that is going to change to a star. I don't remember if you see it on video, but you will see it in the close-ups. So I have cut out these ornaments out of one of the 4x6 pieces from the Simple Stories 4x6 sheet. And I'm also using some of the ornaments from the Evergreen collection, as well as this little lantern. I tried to get some gift wrap packages in this layout, but it doesn't quite work for me. So you might see me make a few efforts here and there, but I decided to stick with more of the gold tones, the wood with the Making Merry Memories log there. I have my red flower, my ivory flower, though the positions of those might change just a little bit. And this is when I start really struggling with those word strips on my tree because I'm trying to use other wordy bits in my clusters and they just feel like they clash a little bit. And so the wood uh, log one just feels a little bit more rustic, and then the ones on the tree feel a little bit more playful. So I end up removing the ones from the tree, but I do have some flowers in that cluster that I've included from the evergreen, some white and red berries, some poinsettias from the Simple Stories collection, as well as some stars from the thicker sheet. So now I'm going to start taking a look down below. I'm going to add that ornament with the greenery, my Santa. Santa needs a red truck, so that's coming in there as well as another wood piece that says it's a wonderful life. And I've also tied off my tree trunk with one of the ribbons from the evergreen bits as well. And yeah, this is all coming together pretty quickly now. And so I'm going to add a few stars and then I am going to take a look at what I want above my picture. So I do cut out an element out of one of the, I think it's either the 3x4 or the 4x6 cards, and include Holly Jolly above my tree. And let's see, once I get all of these elements kind of glued down. I just love those red trucks. I think they're just so cute. So I think I have most of my stars and such in there. So yeah, here is, and I removed that. I don't know why I might like add that back in because now that I'm looking at the layout, do you ever like change things after the fact? Um, so I know that this layout is out and released and on social media, but I might go in and add just a couple more wordy bits because I feel like it might need it. So I have this piece from that 3x4 card. I mentioned that earlier. This is the little banner piece that's going to go above the photo. And I am going to take one of the stickers from the sticker sheet to put the Holly Jolly up on top there. So yeah, so I'm getting close to the end. So thank you so much for joining me for this video. I appreciate your time. I hope you all are having an amazing holiday season so far. And thank you so much for all your support. Oh yeah, I did decide to remove the mat. It just felt too dark. Anyway, enjoy your holiday season. Hopefully I will see you on my next video. And I appreciate any liking or subscribing. Any comments, feedback? Do you like having a introduction? Even if I don't always stick to the plan, let me know because I am happy to make adjustments or change it up here and there. So be sure to check out my Creative Scrapbook. They have so many awesome kits you cannot go wrong. So check them out. Their info will be in the notes. Have a great day. Thank you, everyone.
Santa's got a twinkle in his eye. Reindeer zooming through the frosty sky. Gifts are piling